Yo, so I'm listening to my normal morning motivation thing, right? Mike Tyson's talking about how the last time he did this toad, he had like kind of a death experience, and he just realized that when you die, you know, all he wanted to do was apologize and apologize and apologize, which for me was the same thing when I got blown up and I thought I was dead or I was or whatever. All I was doing was apologizing. I just wanted to apologize. I was apologizing to my mom and my dad, and I was apologizing to everybody that I failed them, that I died. I was a pile of guts on the floor in Iraq. But then the other thing was, I was so sorry to myself. I was just so sorry, not even to myself, I was just so sorry because I knew I hadn't lived my life as hard as I could to the fullest, and I was gonna die without paying anything forward. The fact that I was dying without even being conscious yet of the gift of life, I think was like the biggest tragedy for me. And so I try to help other people wake up to that, because I know how it might feel for you, because I know how it felt for me when I thought I was dying, and when I was dying, and I just was like, I'm so sorry. So anyways, think about that. Let's live this life to the fullest. Keep in mind, this journey is more about your mind. One of the things I see mess people up all the time is they think about what they want, and then they think about why they can't get it, and they're like, oh, well, I can't do this, I can't do that, because this could go wrong. The reality is you have no idea what could go wrong. You have no idea what could go right. People don't focus on what could go right, but that's not even the point of this. They stay stuck in the same place because they are afraid of things that may or may not even happen. They create safe problems, what we call it in psychology. Problems you create in order to stay safe. They're really fueled by fear. Remember, think about your goals because of what you want to create, but also think about them in terms of who you want to create. Who do you want to be by the time it's curtains and we're going to 20? You know, I just realized this. There's going to be a whole nother end of the world deal for 2022, because you know how they like to jump on the numbers anyway. Sorry. Think about who you want to be by 2022. Think about the goals you'll need to achieve to get there. The reality is, more importantly than anything you can achieve, I'll say it differently, the most important thing you can achieve is becoming the person you were created to be by the grace of God. Think about who you can become rather than what it is you can get. This is the game. It's higher level stuff. This is counterintuitive in a society that is consumer driven. Everything's designed to make you a consumer and cater to consumers. So it's counterproductive. Kind of like working out in the morning. Counterintuitive, not counterproductive, counterintuitive, kind of like working out in the morning. The moral to the story is none of us really have any idea what it is we can achieve. The seed probably has no idea the jungle or the forest he can give birth to. You know what I mean? I think on some level we know who and what we could be, but it takes faith to be able to go after that, because we also know that in our current state we're so imperfect. So that's the fight, man. I think that's the fight each and every one of us is here to fight with ourselves for the betterment of humanity. And it can only be achieved by the grace of God and with a lot of hard work. Nothing new, right? Up at 4 a.m. working on getting better. I say that just because I've been having a conversation with someone lately, and they've been trying to figure out, how to get everything they want into their day. And I'm sitting across the table and I'm watching them. And they're like, kind of like, well, maybe I could shave some time off here. Maybe if I did this or did that, I could, and I'm just looking at them and I know the answer. The answer is you've got to want it enough to get up earlier. And you've got to want to get better more than you want the comfort of your bed. Every time I get up at 4 a.m., it hurts. I have reasons for getting up that early that are more valuable than any reason I can come up with for laying in bed. So I get up, and then eventually I enjoy the fruit of that decision, right? But I'm telling you guys, this upcoming year, focus more on the habits you can implement and who you'll become as a result of those habits, rather than just the goals. Jim Rohn said something. I was doing my hitting the treadmill before this. Jim Rohn said something that was fire. He was like, make the goal of becoming a millionaire, not for the money, but for who you'll have to become in order to achieve that goal. Take a look at that approach to goal setting, not for the goal, but for who you'll become on the road to that goal. I'm gonna do that this year for sure. All right, I'm gonna turn these lights out and get on this bench.